Aloha everybody and welcome to part 9 of Fear Effect. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we just got a branch from Madame Chen back in part 8, and by putting the branch into the fire, it is now a flaming branch. I can't do anything with this well right now. But with the flaming branch, we now have our own pocket of fire. I know what you're thinking. Oh, that means we can make ammo on the fly. No! That would make sense. Instead, there are 3 unlit lanterns throughout the area that we have to go up to and light. And when we light these 3 lanterns, they will open a door for us and get us our next key item and whatnot. So, you know, keep an eye out for them. We've probably ran into them a whole bunch of times already up to this point, but, you know. So I played Fear Effect back in 2000 when it came out, and I would have been like 12 or so at the time. And it's a mature rated game, so my cousin was always good with that, you know. My cousin, he pretty much rented whatever he wanted for the PlayStation, then he'd just bring it over, just be like, yeah, you're old enough, you can handle this. I've never seen a PlayStation game get super gruesome, and then Deke got his head impaled, and I was like, oh my god! Like, seriously, like, at the time, Deke getting impaled through the head with the spike, oh my god. That was fucking crazy in 2000, you know? Like, Mortal Kombat was gruesome, but Mortal Kombat had, like, cartoony polygonal models, and I don't think it ever went that far, you know? Certainly nowadays, when you look at, like, Mortal Kombat 2011, it's up there now, but, I remember seeing Deke get killed, and that was like a big moment too, because like Deke was like my favorite character back then in 2000, right? And then like I just loved, you know, the Australian accent. I liked how he looked. I liked how he had the double shotgun pistols. He was just, and he was always so polite to Hana, you know. Right fellow, boss man. How you doing, love? You know. Deke just seemed like a cool guy. And then when I see that like Deke got his throat fucking cut open. So he's like a Pez dispenser, and then he gets thrown through the window, and falls head first into a spike, gets impaled. I was just like, oh my god! Because usually in these video games, you know, I played Final Fantasy, I played Resident Evil, the characters that you played as generally made it all the way to the end, you know?
Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, put that away. You cannot kill what does not live.
Are you Yimla Wong?
Me, the king of hell? No. Or what I am is not important. What matters only is what I can do for you.
Where's Wei Ming?
When it is time, you will find her. And Yimla Wong as well. Take this and see my brother. Now go. We are preparing for a funeral.
Okay, so that guy actually gave us 2 items, and that's just very easy to miss. You might think he only got you, like, 1 stone willow with a ribbon on it, and you feel like the ribbon isn't part of it. But it wasn't a ribbon, it was actually a red paper gate key. So he gave you both half of the stone willow and a paper gate key. So we have to burn that paper gate key in order to make it spawn somewhere so that we can actually use the gate key in real life. Or at least in hell life, whatever. And, oh, by the way, I was just showing you there, I can't burn ammo at the lanterns I lit. They have to have some green smoke aura in order to be usable, so I don't know what's up with that. And also, these guys teleport in, and it's a little bit hard to turn around with the Resident Evil style tank controls. So they got a lot of shots in on me, and my health is, like, dangerously low now. It's in the red, so just like, oh, God. This is getting tough. This is getting intense. So I'm going to save the game. Because I get the feeling I'm going to die any second. But, you know, what I was saying is basically, like, player characters, you know, you don't usually have a plot where these characters are disposable and they get killed, you know? I assumed that, like, these 3 characters are going to be okay, and everything's going to be hunky-dory, and then Glass gets his arm cut off. I was like, oh my god! And then Deke gets his head impaled, and I'm like, oh my god! When I was 12 years old, that blew my mind, man. Nowadays, you know, it's not the most amazing video game plot of all time or anything, but, it's got balls, you know? It surprises the player. It doesn't make you think everything's gonna be hunky-dory, because, you know, we gotta make a sequel, so entertaining the thought of these characters dying, that can't happen. But I digress. This guy will always be in here with the key. I didn't go into the second hut, but there's literally only a monster in there, and I didn't really have the health or the ammo that I wanted, so I was just like, I don't really want to show that off. There's really nothing in that hut. There's no, like, cool decoration or anything. It's literally just, there's a goon there, you can shoot him, but there's nothing in there. So, of those 3 huts, the one on the right is a save point, the one on the left you get the paper gate key. Middle one, who cares? Nothing interesting in there. So the paper gate is further down where not Hana was. But these monsters keep popping in, and my health is really, really low. Like, I'm pretty sure at this point, if I got hit one more time, that's gonna be it. Which again brings back to the point that if you're not saving your game often, if you're not using the cell phone... Oh, by the way, Hell has good cell phone reception, doesn't it? I mean, yeah, there's all these horrific imagery with hanging corpses and everything, but damn, Verizon, you've got your shit going here, you know? Does this place have free Wi-Fi? That'd be awesome. Well, you're in hell, but hey, free Wi-Fi. Can't go wrong with that. But of course, this is the future as of 2000, so... When Hana and characters are using, like, flash disks, I don't think people use flash disks anymore. But, you know, future of the past. Anyway, this is the paper gate, so use the gate key on this. So that's right, ladies and gentlemen, Glass is not out of the picture yet. He is still alive. He is still missing one arm, though, which means we will not be dual-wielding pistols anymore. But the good news is Glass can still hold on to a submachine gun, and he can still hold on to an assault rifle with just one arm, so that's all good. But, of course, not having dual pistols means your fire rate is definitely going to be slower. And that means when I'm surrounded by 2 monsters who are trying to kill me, yeah, that's not enough bullets that's going out at once. You know, it's very easy to get killed. I think Glass is kind of slow. He also doesn't start off with all that much ammo either. So this is another one of those areas where you really gotta kind of dodge roll some of these guys because you just can't possibly shoot everything, you know? As always, when they drop paper ammo, look for the fire torches with like a green smoke, green aura coming off of it, because that's where you can burn the paper ammo and get real ammo. And, oh, Jesus! Well, it is hell. You'd figure they'd have killer inside-out dogs. Why not? They're not too horrible. I mean, they relentlessly are aggressive, you know? Like, even if you dodge one, they're still pretty damn fast, and they'll still try and follow you. I mean, they won't follow you through doors or anything, but you're not going to outrun the dogs, and dodging them, it takes precise timing. And there's a paper machine gun. The machine pistol, it's not as strong as the assault rifle, but it is good for laying waste and stun-locking monsters for a short period of time, you know? As always, though, you have one arm, so you can't find another machine pistol or another pistol. You cannot dual wield. You're pretty much on your own here. Along the way of this area, Glass is going to be constantly running into statues. And these statues are important. The hell was that? That's what I like to call the Han Solo moment. You try turning that corner and then that cutscene happens, and now there are 3 ghost monsters, and me with only a pistol or a machine gun. Ugh. Again, it's very easy to lose all your ammo in this part. There are some monsters you gotta dodge, but gotta be honest, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, you gotta pay attention because there are dragon statues throughout this area, and they are necessary in order to solve a puzzle. So when you're going through this area, it's going to be helpful to look at the icon below each dragon statue, and maybe get a paper or pen in order to write down what the symbol looks like, so that you don't forget, because backtracking through areas with monsters you don't kill because you don't have enough ammo, it's easy to get a lot of health lost, you know? Or you could just look it up on GameFAQs, since the solution is the same every time, but
I am Forlorn, Dragon of Fire.
But as I said, those are the dragon statues I was talking about, at least one of them. And there is a symbol at the base of the statue. You gotta memorize what that symbol was, because later when a puzzle comes up, we're gonna need to know what the dragon of fire, the dragon of heaven, the dragon of water, whatever the dragon is symbolizing. Oh, Jesus! See, I'm all freaked out, going all creepy on me, and then the camera's not aiming at the dogs, so of course they just pop up, and it's just like, ugh! I'm not wasting my ammo on those dogs. I'm out of ammo as it is. And I just picked up a sun key in the middle of that room. So I have to go back to the hallway where Glass was chased off by the ghosts, the Han Solo scene. And I'll use the sun key in order to get into the room because there is an assault rifle in there. And there's also a dragon statue, but again, I didn't want to waste my ammo, and I kind of already know the solution to this puzzle. So I pick up the assault rifle, and they don't lunge at me, so I'm just like, okay, whatever, fellas. Have a nice night. Didn't mean to disturb you. But there is a dragon in that room as well, if I went forward a little bit more. But again, I didn't want to waste the ammo, and I didn't want the monsters to kill me. So I was just like, I'll just leave. I pretty much know the puzzle anyway. I've known the puzzle ever since I played the game back in 2000, and it's always the same every time you play the game. If you go on GameFAQs, you obviously know what it is, but it's like one of the most easy layouts to remember, so I just think that the dragon I missed was like the dragon of mountain or something. So that's all you really need to know. I mean, if you're good losing a life, if you've saved beforehand, because there is a cell phone right where this vine climbing section starts, because good cell phone reception. If you save and you're willing to die just to look up the symbol, you can do that too, but you know.
I am Tolong, Dragon of Earth.
Right on. And again, pay attention to symbols, and what's this one?
I am Jinong, Dragon of Heaven.
God damn it, Deke, stop that! We're friends! Why are you creeping me out? What the fuck? Oh, this part, enemies spawn into this area a lot. However, if you move to the next screen after you kill the first 3 ghosts, they don't spawn. The spawning stopped. So that's a good tip for first-time players.
I am Soilong, Dragon of Water.
Alrighty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will be back for part 10 when we explore more of this cavern with our one-armed Glass.